Hi guys, Nesty here. Welcome to this beginner guide. Like I said in the last video, the next one will be a full guide for a new player. I think it's now around, I guess, 2 years that I did the last one. So of course a lot of stuff happened in the meanwhile. So this will be the updated version. So welcome to the guide and let's directly start. I think first of all we should take a look at what is going on your airship. I'm giving you some very short explanations what is going on here. A lot of the things you will see endless times when you are playing this game, so you will find your way into it. So let's take a very short one and then we are directly going into what should we do in the beginning. So yeah, this is your profile picture. You can change some settings, the language. For the settings you can see that I turned off everything, like even the alerts are really not needed. All of that is making you slower basically, and I personally don't need it. This is up to you. Then we have the airship here. The other airships have no real advantage anymore. At some point they had, but all of that was fixed, so there are no real advantages anymore, except that the space in your box can become bigger. All of them are basically costing something, so yeah, in case you think that you want to whale, directly get the Hanamura. Gives you a lot of space and all that stuff, but the other two in my opinion are not worth it. And the module system, in my opinion it's the same. None of that is needed anymore. If you're upgrading it here, you're getting some more max energy, but it's super expensive, so stay away from it. The same with the gold earned. Gold earned in this case means when you are clicking a tree or whatever that you are getting one more gold. So you can update it some more and then yeah, you're getting a bit of gold, but it's really not worth it. Then we have the bingo. This is a daily event, which basically is a lock-in or stay locked in reward. You can see when I'm clicking it, I was online for whatever minutes, and in 5 minutes I could use the next bingo one up to 20, and then you are getting this reward. Depending on what day you are playing, the rewards are different. So in my opinion, this is the amount that you should play at least as long that you're getting 2020. And if you just put the phone or the emulator aside, wait for the 2020, do the dailies and all that stuff, and then in case you are not interested to play today anymore, put it away. Then we have the Astroguide. It's like the Pokédex for Monster Super League. On the first you can see the capture. The capture means here are all the monsters that you can capture in specific areas. In this case, for example, the Phantom Forest. This is the first area which you played in the tutorial already. You can catch these two slimes. Then you can catch this Squirrus and this Kokomaru. The next area you can catch these, and so on and so on. And if you are able to catch all monsters of one area, you're getting a special reward. All is really the Pokédex, and whenever you are getting a new entry, then you are getting some gems. Let's click on it, you can see it. This is always the evolution stage 1, then they can evolve further and you're getting more. Here I can basically get 10 gems. But this one is gone now. In the Astroguide you can see whatever the monster is able to do, the stats and all that. For example, we have the Miho now. Let's switch to the... yeah, the Miho is the one that we are starting with, so let's take a look at her. You can always see the stats and the evolution stages. Let's, for example, go to this one and max it. This would be her max stats. You can click somewhere here, wherever you want, and you're getting a detailed view on what skills she has. Here is an explanation about the attack, basically some lore or whatever. Yeah, so this skill, as an example, has a 60% chance to reduce the enemy's attack by 20%, and attack down is always 50%, so you're basically reducing the attack of the monster that is attacking you by half. And then there is the active skill. You can see a 3-star skill means you are getting this skill when your monster has at least 3 stars, and it's the passive attack, the auto attack. The 5-star skill is when your bar is full and your monster needs to be at least 5 stars. Let's assume this monster is 5 stars, then you would be able to use this when your SP bar, the blue bar, is full. Then you are able to use this. Attacks greatly restore allies' HP in proportion to the amount of damage dealt, so it's basically a heal based on how much damage you're able to deal. Then here we have the leader skill. The leader skill you are able to get when you are catching a variant. The variant you can see here from the small rainbow-like thing. You can click on it. This is how she would look if she would be a variant. As a variant, you are able to use the leader skill. Some are limited to specific content and some are able to be used in every content, like this one for example. It increases the allies' resistance by 15 to 20%. So there is a variation of how high or at what level the variant skill can be. That's from 1 to 6. Then you have other things, for example the skill books. Skill books is something that you can farm when playing story mode. For higher stars you need to do specific stuff, for 4-star and 5-star. But till 3-star you can farm them while just playing story mode. So keep in mind, everything till natural 3 stars is really easy to get, and there are some light and dark exceptions, because the light and dark monster has natural 4 stars, while the fire, water and wood monster has a natural 3-star. These are really nice because they are natural 4-star monsters and you can easily book them. Books often bring advantages to the skills, or a damage increase or a heal increase. You can always find what exactly is getting raised with this button. The first skill, the passive, is getting more damage and a higher chance to use the debuff attack down. So let's say we are able to max this skill. It's random if you're getting the left or the right side. So if you want to have everything, obviously you need 8. But some monsters obviously have one good one and one bad one. So you are hoping to get one side, but in the end it's random. So yeah, let's say she would be booked, then it wouldn't be 60% chance to land the debuff, then it would be 80%. Obviously a lot better. Yeah, then you have some lore stuff. Normally you shouldn't look at the reviews, there is a lot of bullshit going on. Yeah, synergy bonuses are not that important. Even I think this is the very first time that I'm taking a look into it, so it is really not that interesting. There are small advantages if you are combining specific kinds of monsters, but it's so low that you are really not getting anything from learning all of that stuff. Then let's go. We have our energy. Obviously it's refilling with, I think, every 5 minutes or whatever. At least this is your main source to play the game. Here you have arena tickets. As it is saying, this is the one that you use for playing PvP in the arena. Here you have your gold. You have to use the gold for a lot of stuff, obviously. And this is the premium currency, the Astro Gems. Then we have, let's take a look what we have on the ship. The anvil. This is for trinkets. Shouldn't be too interesting for you yet, but this is for trinkets. Trinkets give bonus stats basically. trinkets are this raw. We are coming later to this. Then we have the boutique. The boutique is basically giving you a costume. There are a lot of different ones. Most of them are available for a specific currency. Don't even know how they are calling it. Fabric, whatever. Mystic fabric. You can see you can buy them or you can use another currency for it to get them, but you're also getting some for free. So it's not that easy to save enough for a costume, but you can buy them, you can get them with crystals, but you really shouldn't. And then there are some luxury ones, like this one for example. You can see they are costing a lot of money. They have no difference except for the color and all that stuff. This one is, let's say, for free. 500 of these mystic fabric is very, very high, and it will take several months to get that. So it's basically a pay feature. Then we have the laboratory. You can see you can't go to that yet. You are able to use super stones, and super stones go into super evolution. Also stuff for later. You always have one person on your ship. You can click on it and basically request that you are getting him as a friend. Also not that interesting. Then we have the Shady Shop. It's refreshing every hour, and there is a lot of different stuff that you can buy there. And the very first slot is always on a discount. It's always very cheap, so there is nothing against it that whenever you are seeing this one is free, just simply buy it. Here you can refresh the shop with watching an advertisement, and here you can refresh it with using Astro Gems, the currency, the premium currency. Don't do that ever. If you want to refresh it, watch some stupid ads, and that's it. Then let's take a look. What else do we have on the ship? That's it. Basically, you have your things that you can click. You are getting some gold and some reward. It can be gold, fruits. I'm not sure if there you can still get the Astro Gems, but they are rare. And yeah, then you can see sometimes there are some events going on. At the moment we have a capture festival. Let's simply go in to show you what's going on. The community reached this and that goal, so you're getting tickets. You can see it was going on for like 2 weeks already. Here you're getting one for free. These are festival astro chips. Whenever this monster here, for example, is called Mary. When you are seeing her on the story, obviously you can farm her, you can catch her, and you can only catch her with this specific kind of astro chip, and you are getting these every day, I think, when the events are going on. 5, so you have 5 attempts to catch it. Then you can see whenever you reached a specific goal, for example, if you caught 4 Marys, you're getting 1 more lucky ticket, and so on and so on. Here you can write something to the community, and then you are getting some. Here we are just writing something, and we are getting some new stuff. Now we have some tickets and some astro chips. And in 3 days now, there will be a lottery where you can get some special prizes. There is a lot of good stuff going on, like lots of gold, gems, and all that stuff. Gleams. Gleams is basically a monster which you can put into every other monster to evolve them. As an example, let's say we have the Siren here. Siren is evolution stage 1. Then there is evolution stage 2 and 3. To make a monster evolution stage 2, you need copies of them. For example, the Siren, if you want to make it Evo 2, you have to throw in 3 more Sirens. The element is not important, just 3 Sirens. That would be over this button here. you put 1, 2, 3 in, and then it would be Evo 2. The only thing that is changing is that they are getting stronger stats. The same for Evo 3. For Evo 3, you have to throw into your Evo 2 monster 3 more Evo 2s. So basically, if this Siren is Evo 2, you have to throw 3 more Evo 2s into the Siren to make it Evo 3. Which in the end means you need 16 copies of a monster so that it is Evo 3. Then we have, let's take a look. Here is a welcome gift that everyone is getting. You can see that I'm on day 2 because I first wanted to record yesterday, but it was too lazy. And the last one that you're getting is the Victoria. It's a nice monster, and everyone is getting this. Then you have some other stuff here, the monsters. That's basically the monster that you have, and you can add gems. The trinkets, that's what I was saying, it's taking some time before we are here, and all of that stuff we will explain while we are playing. Then we have the clan. Clan is also taking some time. You have to unlock it by beating stage 4 of the Pagos Coast. You can summon. As you can see, there are a lot of different things which you can summon. Exotic fusion is always a specific kind of fusion, which is the Marys in this case. You saw that we have this special event to catch them, and here you can basically fuse the light and the dark one, while you can catch the red, the fire, the blue, the water, and the green, the wood one. Then you have some fusion trees where you can go for some monsters. You can see this is a fusion tree. A lot of these monsters have that. They're taking a lot of time. Soul stones, maybe if you are used to this gacha game, then you know what soul stones are. You collect basically a certain amount of soul stones so that you can summon one specific monster. For example, if I would have 30 soul stones of this Wood Mary, I would be able to summon her. There is a Rebirth Festival. Rebirth Festival is always a special kind of rebirth, and it depends on the festival that's going on. There is the Clan Festival in the middle of the month, and the Heroes Festival at the end of the month. And whenever one of those is going on, you have a Rebirth Festival. The monster itself is always changing, and you have to throw in 3 4-stars to summon one of these special rebirth monsters. This is the normal rebirth. It's normally that you are throwing in 3-star mons instead of 4-star mons like the special one. So here you are throwing in 5 3-star monsters, and then you are getting a chance to summon one of them. At the moment it's Sand Wraith, and you have a chance to get a light or a dark one, and they are natural 4-stars. Incubator is basically whenever you are getting eggs, it's like a free summon. These are the most common ones. It's a high secret egg, which is basically giving you a random 3 to 5-star monster, and it's either fire, water, or wood. Costs 10,000 gold. This is the most common egg that you are getting. It's like a free summon basically. Astral Incubator is not important for you yet. You're collecting this when you're playing dragons, and when you have collected a certain amount of essences for beating dragons, then you are able to summon a Djinn. All stuff for later. And then we have the quests. This is obviously really important, and at this point I can really tell you already, try to play efficiently in the beginning. Of course, the level is raising really fast in the beginning, and you're always getting full energy and all the other stuff. So try to use the energy that you have, and if you're at 0 or something that you can't enter anything anymore, then start to try to use, for example, these energy ones that you are getting from these. Let's see, energy somewhere, of course not. Here for example, let's say you reach level 10, then you're getting 20 energy. It would look like one of those, like get rewards. Don't click on it directly. Wait until your own energy is 0. You can play longer like this. And then there are some specific quests. The daily quests, when you are finishing the daily quest, you are getting 30 Astro Gems. When you are doing the weekly one, 120 Astro Gems. And the monthly one, you're getting a Holy Gleam. And the Gleams are basically substitutes for monsters to evolve them. The Holy Gleam is basically a universal one. You can throw it into light, dark, fire, water, wood. And then there are gleams for every specific element. So let's say we want, for example, this water siren. Then we would need a water gleam or a holy gleam. It would be a substitution for a siren copy. You would see it here, you can click it, then it's going in. Of course, they are super rare, so basically only use them for 5-star monsters. Let's see what we have. The shop, of course. Here you can get endless stuff for real money. Yeah, in case you are interested to that stuff. Then we have the crystals. You are getting crystals for summoning, and you can get rewards for whatever you've collected. League should be self-explaining as well. These are the points that you are getting from playing the arena. And clan points, obviously, for playing clan stuff. Special summon. This is where you're basically summoning. Here you have the high summon. You're getting one for free and always one variant. Variant is the one that you're getting a leader skill or single pulls. You always should do the 600 one. If you don't have enough Astro Gems, don't think about summoning. Always only go for the 600 ones and never get fooled by anything of these banners. Indra chances up, whatever chance up, they are all not working. The chance that they are summoned is like, I don't know, 0.01 higher. Don't get fooled by it. In the middle of the month is the clan festival, and no, in the middle is the heroes festival, and at the end is the clan festival. Whenever you want to pull, wait for these. Heroes festival is basically that some special monsters are available, and whenever you are able to summon a 5-star monster, you're getting a 5-star egg where you can get another 5-star monster. So basically, in case you're pulling one, you're getting a second one. And clan festival is like you're pulling with your clan, you are getting gifts from when your clan members are pulling some stuff, when they are summoning. So whenever you want to pull, only go for these. Outside, never ever summon anything. So don't get fooled by that, and don't get fooled by this trinket thing as well. And as you can see, lately the Nox player is having some real problems and it's crashing a lot of times. So in case you're thinking about playing this game on an emulator, don't go for the fucking Nox player. Simply at the moment that I need it for recording, but for playing, for example, you can use the LD player. It's really stable, very low crashing, very low freezing, so this one is a lot better. So let's go back in. As Reed said, that the Nox is not that stable anymore, that a lot of crashes and all that stuff happen. So yeah, here we are again. Let's see, what else do we have? We were at the shop. Then I think we basically have everything. Nest Pass is exactly the same. You have to pay some money and you can get some free stuff. You can see this left side is the free stuff, the right side is the stuff that you are getting from paying money. Here in week 1 we have specific stuff that we have to do, and then we are getting a certain reward, and the same for all of the other ones. Starter pack, money, or Astro Gems, which is basically money. Money, all needs money, and all the other things as well. So then we have special packages. No. Wait, oh, you're going into the same one. Support packages, other stuff with some advantages, also not crazy advantages. And they all cost money. Money, money, money. That's basically it. Half of the stuff is money. Let's go into the Astroguide and take a look. What monsters are there that we can catch which are really good? And who don't want a monster which you can simply catch instead of relying to some RNG that you need to pull them? So let's take a look. First of all, we have the water slime. It's the 1-star monster, and unlike other games, this monster is really good. Especially the first skill is super nice. It's a resist down. It can't be resisted or anything, so you always hit this skill. It's reducing the enemy's resistance by 70% as a fixed amount. Not if he has 50% and you are dropping it by 50%, that it's going down to 25%, but it would go down to 0 because it's below 70%. And maximum is 85%. So the monster in PvE content, basically you can reduce them all to 0. So whenever you are playing PvE and you need to land stuns and whatever, if you use a resist down, they can basically not resist it anymore. So you can hear already the skill is really strong. But for now we don't need it. It's not good for playing the story and that. You will need it later on. For example, if you're fighting on the tower, there you can really make use of the resistance. Then we have the Squirrus, has a double defense down. Defense down is reducing the enemy's defense by 70%, so you're dealing a lot more damage afterwards. If I would do this guide 1 year earlier, I would have suggested you that you are going for this monster. But stuff changed and we have better options now. Kokomaru is basically shit. This row one is a healer. And funny enough, he's really good. I think I'm playing now for 4 years or longer, and it was basically always a joke. Most of these monsters were jokes, but lately a lot of them were buffed so that they are really strong now. And so was row 1. It has a 60% chance to sleep a monster for 1 turn. What is sleep doing? Sleep is basically a control skill, a crowd control skill, and if the monster is sleeping and it's his turn, the monster can't be used. Or for PvE, the monster in general can't use any skills, can't attack, nothing, it's simply sleeping. But if after you're landing the sleep, another of your monsters attacking it is waking up again, so use it as the last skill. What does that mean? When you're playing on auto, of course, it's not that good. But, oh, another point, when you attack a sleep monster, you always crit. Not that crazy important, but at least it's some more damage. But what makes this monster really good is the skill books. It gives you 20% more chance and another turn, which means you have an 80% chance for 2 turns to sleep a monster. When you're playing on manual, when you are playing, this is an incredible strong skill. And Zeal. Zeal is giving you some SP. It's not bad, and it's a heal. So you basically have already a healer. And another big advantage is you can catch it. What does that mean? You can not only catch the wood row one to play it, but you can catch 15 more to directly make it Evo 3, which in the end will raise the stats by a lot. So this, in my opinion, is a really strong monster. A lot of the people will tell you you should go for Water Siren. That was the choice for a very long time, but it's, in my opinion, not anymore. I think Rowan is better. So this will be the first monster that I will use. We have a Sparkler and a Molar and whatever. None of them are that great. This is a monster which is not bad, but we will also not go for it. So it's the same for all of these monsters. None of them, in my opinion, is that great. Another monster which you might be able to use is this one here, Fire Starov. It has two really great skills in my opinion. The first one is that the SP bar, the blue bar, is filling, which in the end means you can use your active, the special skill, faster. The special skill is Puncture, which is an extremely strong skill, ignoring defense by 70%, and it's an attack which is only attacking a single opponent, so on one target you're dealing a lot of damage. Just to get some multipliers, the passive skill always has a multiplier by 1. AoE attacks, which attack everyone, has a multiplier by 1.1, so it's a bit stronger than your passive skill on every opponent. And a single target active skill, when the bar is full, has a multiplier of 2.3. So it's hitting a lot harder than the passive, which has 1. So overall, it's a very good monster for dealing a lot of damage against one single target or a boss killer. Then this one is also a good monster, but it's crit reliant, so this might come in handy later. All of them are not that interesting at the moment. So we have two monsters now which are really good. What could be the third? I personally would use one of these two as the third option. It depends on what you personally prefer. A dark monster has a really nice stat advantage that it has 100% crit damage, while the light one has 20% crit rate, so 20% chance to land a crit, but only for 50% crit damage. This one, 10% chance to land a crit with 100% crit damage. So damage-wise, the dark one is a bit stronger. Skill-wise, I would say the light one is better, because you have a defense down and an attack up, which in the end gives you two skills, which increases your damage. Defense down is reducing the enemy's defense, so you're dealing more damage. Attack up is a buff, which increases your attack power by 50%, so you are dealing more damage. So overall, as an example, first you hit the defense down, then you use attack up, and then you can use from Starov the single target attack, and then everything dies directly. So it's a really strong combo. While this one has Zap. Zap is like a dot, damage over time. This one has it for 2 turns, one single dot, and it's taking 7% of the maximum HP of the defender. The sad point is that it's only one. Some monsters even have 3 of them. Like, you're not landing 1 debuff, but they have the chance to even land 3. This one only lands 1, that's really not that much. So I personally would prefer the defense down. That's our third monster. And then we are basically ready for our very first step that we have to reach. Like a soft point where we should stop and only doing this until we have done it. And that's farming the Mona. Mona is a really good farmer, so it makes everything faster. Because of her skill set, she has a 100% chance to give you more SP, that you are able to use your active, which is the defense down. So the question is now, what would you use more? The dark B comp, this B, or the light one? Because then you would have double defense down. I still think the light one is the right choice, because this is your farmer. You want to clear waves and all that with this skill. So basically you're using this skill to get this one really fast. It's an AoE and you are hoping to directly kill the whole wave with it. so that you are faster. That's the first one that we are looking for, and it will obviously take a bit of time because it's a 3-star monster, so it's not that easy to catch than a 1 or 2-star, which are appearing every single run. So we have to stop here at Pagos Coast to farm the Mona. Just so keep it in mind, this is what our first stages will be. Let's see what we have here, and then we are going in. Like I said, when you're getting quests, try to not use the energy ones. And obviously, very important, the missions. Always follow the missions. You're getting decent rewards for it. Later on, even natural 5-star eggs and all that stuff. So always follow it. You will only get nice stuff. Okay, next mission. Enter a story stage. Shouldn't be too hard. We are going in. We are using whatever we have. You can basically always use auto. Let them do the fight. The monsters, especially in the beginning, can't really deal with you. Just let them auto, don't get bothered, you are not faster than the auto in general, so see, you can also focus by just clicking them and all that stuff. Catch monsters. Most of that stuff is really self-explaining. So yeah, we were able to beat this stuff. Getting some experience obviously. Some gems and all that stuff. In the beginning don't sell anything. They're very cheap, you can use them. That was our reward for finishing the mission. Next one is attempt to catch an Astromon. Always think a bit further. Use energy, feed fruits, equip one with a gem, and so on and so on. Last one is complete the last stage of Phantom Forest, which is the area that we are currently in. So you can see there are some, so we could directly go for the next one. Always put in the next monster. Catch a monster, this is a variant, I can see. It's really hard to miss the variants. Variants are giving some gems for catching them. The Astro Gems, the premium currency. So obviously always catch them. As you can see, I can really not tell you too much exciting about that. They're simply destroying the opponents and then we are able to collect the rewards. Sometimes obviously it's easier if you're just doing the fight yourself, because it's faster. And we caught a variant Squirrels. We did our mission, getting 100,000 gold, obviously really nice. Next mission is use 3 energy. I think that's also not that hard. We are of course going directly for the next stage. We are catching another one of the squirrels. We want to have 4 so that we can make it at least Evo 2 while we are fastly going through the stages, and for evolving it, it's not costing that much gold, and of course we are getting Astro Gems for it. Oh, by the way, if the catch animation is too slow for you, it's easiest on a computer. You're clicking, pause, and you can see he's a lot faster. Easiest on the computer, it's no big difference, but at least it's a bit faster. Okay, we did it. We are level 2. You can see how fast you are leveling up, at least in the beginning. Here you can see we are getting the first books and all that stuff. We did the next mission. Feed an Astromon fruits 3 times. You can directly click it, then it's bringing you to the right area, or you can go the step yourself, totally up to you. Then let's see, what do we have here? This is a level 20, so of course we are using it. Use a gem it was, alright. Some defense, I don't like it, but it's only this one. Ah, really sad. Okay, then we are giving it to the squirrels. Oh no, it was feed fruits, damn. That's when you are brain AFK. Then we are using the Miho. You're going to fruits, select it. We have to feed 5. It would if you have feed 10, but we only have 5, so it's using 5. And now, oh, that's a nice one. Next one is equip an Astromon with a gem. Of course we are doing that. Try to upgrade a gem 3 times. And of course we are doing that. You can put here a number that you like. Up to 3 you are very close to 100%. So it will basically always upgrade. And of course the higher the gem is going, the lower the chances that it is successful. Up to plus 15. Next quest, complete Phantom Forest on normal. Let's see, when do you have to put the monsters together? Yes, this quest is gone. Then we can at least evolve it. Which in the end we are directly doing, because it's stronger like that. It's not a waste, because in the end you're getting Astro Gems for it. You can see I've finished a lot of quests. So fruits, energy, gold. Astro Gems, gold. So like I said, whatever is there, get it, but not the energy. Okay, then we are going into the final fight. Here you can see we made the squirrels Evo 2. Here you see it. And we can get the first reward now, because we caught the squirrels, and because we made it Evo 2, we are getting more Astro Gems. Then we are going back to the missions. Here you have some other stuff I think I was not talking about, but most is, I think, clear. Inbox is stuff that you were able to get. Don't go to this energy. Let it stay there. You have it for some days. Use it only when you are at low energy. You have some eggs and all that stuff. Also, you don't need this one so far. Let it all stay there. Sometimes you have to watch an advertisement to get something which is timely limited. For example, this one is only holding for 3 hours. And don't press accept all. Then you are collecting the energy as well, and you basically completely wasted the energy. You can watch an advertisement, for example. For me, it's not needed right now. You can always watch other advertisements. Here you can 3 times per day get 100 energy for watching an advertisement. 10 PvP tickets for watching one. Gold, obviously this one is really good. And even Astro Gems, of course, also nice. I think you can guess. You will see the 20 a lot more than the 200, which in the end means nearly always you're getting 20. Here and there you are lucky to get some more, but 20 is the number that you will see by far the most. And the same thing you can do here. You can get up to 3 summons. Let's do it. We are watching an advertisement for them. We are advertising on the video for them. I don't mind. I want to show you what I mean. As you can see, Nox really has problems with a lot of things. So like I said, in case you're playing it over an emulator, watch it or play it on, for example, LD player. Okay, shit, advertisement is gone. And we are getting a free egg, which is at least a 3-star monster. Yeah, we are lucky to get a 4-star monster, but it's a really shitty one. Don't get fooled. And when you're getting a 4-star monster or even some 5-star monsters, they are worse than some 2-star monsters or even the water slime, which has 1 star. Don't be completely blinded because they have higher natural stars. It's not an automatic upgrade. And trinkets, which you can also get, and of course we are watching a video for this. You can see some of these advertisements are a bit strange. Good that I can't see it completely. Yeah, some really weird advertisements. And we are getting a trinket. And one for free. And of course we are taking this one as well. The trinkets are further stat improvements. You can see that the trinkets are here. You can craft them later on, or you can get some while just watching the advertisements. Plus 60 attack, why not? Crit resistance, why not? For free we take everything. Okay, so we are set now. Missions. And then we are going against the boss. In case you have all these animations on and all that, you will of course have a really heroic entrance and all that stuff. But yeah, like I said, it's taking you some time to watch that stuff. Here, sometimes you are seeing, especially in the beginning, some rare stuff. Here we have, for example, the Miho that I'm using already, but of course it's really nice to get another one, because the higher the rarity, the more Astro Gems you're getting for catching them. And it's a copy for my Miho, so she's getting stronger and closer to Evo 2, which is making her even more stronger. Don't get fooled when you are getting some rare stuff in the beginning. They are preset, so you will always catch them. Like this one, for example. It's a 100% guaranteed catch. On some stages you are even getting some legendaries for free. Legendaries are 4-star monsters that you can catch. And like I said, the first one that you see from them is always a guaranteed catch. How hard this one is hitting already. It's even able to kill it in one hit alone. This is because it's Evo 2, has some gems, has some trinkets, and of course a higher level. Okay, we have the boss and some side monsters. The side monsters are really not interesting. It's basically that they themselves are not getting more damage. That's the passive skill that they are using. So we are directly going for the boss. So let's think about it. What skills do we have? An attack down from Miho. Then we have a zap from the Seedler, which is taking a certain amount of HP away, and a defense down. Of course, we want to land the defense down first. And we were not getting it because I'm an idiot and it's only 2-star, and we are getting the passive from 3-star monsters. So we have to make it 3 stars that we have the defense down. See, sometimes I'm doing also stupid things. The other 3 skills make no difference, so we can go and try to get a combo. A combo is basically when 2 monsters are hitting at the same time. See, sometimes you're seeing combo there. I don't know, it's 10% more damage or so, I'm not sure. But yeah, in the end we can always click it, since we don't have the defense down yet. And I won't use it as a 3-star because I want to get the B comp. Yeah. We're getting some experience, some other things again. Then we basically beat the first map on the normal difficulty. And we are getting an act for it. We are getting a review later. So you can see chapter 2, which in the end means we are at the second map. We unlocked the Lunar Valley, that's this one. And then we can basically follow with the missions. So that's it for the first video. It was a lot of introductions. Hope at least you have a small idea what all that stuff means. A lot of stuff you will have forgotten already again. This is stuff that you have to see a lot more so that you know what exactly it is. But at least you have an introduction. When something's not clear, maybe it will help you. And with the next video we will go a lot more into the fights and that stuff. So that's it for the first part. See you on the second part. Bye bye.